We have a heat wave on the way this week and jet stream uncertainty. What does that mean? Hey, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tom Wachs. It is Sunday, July 12th. First, let's talk about the heat that's coming in, and this is going to be a prolonged heat wave at least Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and potentially Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll get into why here in just a moment, but you can see the forecast heat index will be anywhere from the mid-90s to the low 100s throughout the week. Low temperatures generally around 70 or in the 70s, so we've got to keep cool at night as well. So this is going to be a prolonged stretch of heat coming in. So we have to remind ourselves, make sure to hydrate, wear sunscreen, light-colored clothing, check on pets and maybe some older neighbors and family, and don't forget to stay cool at night as well. So yeah, this is going to be some heat coming in here. Now, it does look like next week, which would be the week of July 20th, that looks to be much cooler. So I don't think it will linger into the following week, but the question becomes, will this last all week? And this is where I come into the topic of jet stream uncertainty. So let's talk about it. We're going to take you upstairs to about 30,000 feet. All right, and that's the jet stream level. The jet stream not only guides storm tracks across the country, but they also separate cold air to the north from warm air to the south. So this is one of our computer models that we look at here, and I'm going to take you through time. So here's Monday and into Tuesday now, and what do you notice? The jet stream is way north, right, into Canada. So we have a big ridge of high pressure in place, and that means heat. You've heard the term heat dome, right? Essentially a heat dome building for us here. All right, so now watch what happens as we go into Wednesday. We're just coming in on the edge of the jet stream, that northwesterly flow, if this model holds. Now, Thursday, which is right here, you see that we are not in that heat dome as much, and we're in this northwesterly flow pattern. If that verifies, if this model verifies, we will cool down in this pattern on Thursday and watch Friday. Friday as well. Then Saturday, we build back into it again. Then I'll go into next week and look at this. Look at next Sunday into Monday. The jet stream comes over us. Big trough of low pressure builds in, and that's going to mean a much cooler week likely next week as a result. So, all right, I'm showing you that. Now I'm going to switch models on you here. That was the American model that I was just showing you. Now I'm going to show you the European model. Let me adjust this for you here. And so this is now the European model, and let's go through time with this. And what you're going to notice here is, now this is going into Tuesday, there's that heat dome, but watch what happens here. I'm going to take you into Wednesday. See that northwesterly flow up to the northeast of us? This model keeps the warm air in place for us and keeps the jet stream out east. We don't get that dip around here late in the week, and that's really important because that would keep the heat going. So we don't know which way this is going to go at this point, although at this point I would trend that we're probably going to stay hotter, but we'll see. So that's the jet stream uncertainty. Now I'll take you into next week just so you can see that this model is on board. This is next Monday, showing a big trough of low pressure and much cooler air coming in. So just as sort of a recap here, it's going to be hot all week. However, Thursday, Friday, we might get a bit of a reprieve if that jet stream can bend in from the northeast and we get in on that northwesterly flow pattern. But as you just saw, there's a lot of disagreement in the computer modeling data right now as to if that's going to happen. Given that disagreement, I'm kind of betting more at this point on the heat sticking around, but again, we'll have to see how that unfolds. Now, what else does this mean? When we have a big ridge of high pressure in place, it means little to no rain chances. I wouldn't count on much rain throughout the week this week either, as again, most of the storm systems are staying away from us. So again, bottom line, prepare for the heat. It's going to be a hot one here for the week ahead. Have a great night.